desperate diplomatic tour after their humiliating defeat, to India's historic economic milestone that has the world taking notice. Plus, we will review why a Pakistani defense minister just called out America's war machine and what it means for global politics. This is the Daily Courier-NG News, and you are welcome to our global update. What do you do when you lose a war? If you are Pakistan, you apparently go on a world tour asking for help. Just 2 weeks after Pakistan's ceasefire with India following Operation Sindur, something unprecedented is happening. Their army chief, Field Marshal Hasina, is touring the world alongside Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif. And folks, this isn't a victory lap. Their first stop, Turkey. For here is what's fascinating. While India is confidently sending 59 lawmakers to 33 countries for diplomatic missions, Pakistan is sending their army for chief like he's some kind of diplomatic firefighter. President Erdogan welcomed them with open arms, literally. The images shows Sharif and Erdogan holding hands, working together. One commentator described it perfectly. One is a power-hungry autocrat, the other a powerless rubber stamp. But here's the real story. Pakistan isn't just asking for moral support. They're asking for money, defense investments, joint ventures, the whole package. And Erdogan is all in, talking about jointly combating terrorism while hosting the very people India accuses of sponsoring terror. The 12 countries of Iran, Azerbaijan, and Pakistan are countries with strategic importance to India. This isn't random. This is Pakistan doubling down on new alliances because their old Western partnerships are crumbling. What does this mean for the region? Simple. The proxy battles are intensifying and India needs to be ready. When Pakistan's defense minister speaks, it's not just a soundbite. It's a diplomatic earthquake. And this time, he's targeting America. Meet Khawaja Asif, Pakistan's defense minister, who just went viral for all the wrong reasons. In a video that now spreading across social media, he said something that has Washington raising eyebrows. Americans have been generating wars for the last 100 years. Their military-industrial complex is a business, and war is just their revenue model. Now here is the kicker. He's not wrong about America's military-industrial complex, but there is just one tiny problem. Think about it, that's like criticizing your boss while asking for a raise. It's like ranting about capitalism on your brand new iPhone. And the timing? Pakistan just increased their defense budget by 18% to $9 billion, even though their economy is in free fall with 38% inflation and foreign reserves below $3 billion. The irony is delicious. Here's a country that's bankrupt but boasting defense spending, loses war but talks like a superpower, and slams America while flying American F-16 jets. While Pakistan is begging for help, India just made history, and Japan isn't too happy about it. The breaking news is that India has officially become the world's fourth largest economy, overtaking Japan with a stunning $4 trillion valuation. But here's what's really impressive. Indian cars are now being exported to Japan. Yes, you heard that right. The same country that gave us the Maruti 800 in the 1980s is now selling cars back to Japan. Companies like Suzuki and Honda are using India as their global production base. And Japanese buyers are snapping up made in India vehicles. The numbers don't lie. India is growing at 6.2%, twice the global average. Only three economies are bigger. That is USA, China, and Germany. At this point, India could surpass Germany within 3 years. But here is a challenge on the horizon. Donald Trump just threatened Apple and Samsung with 25% tariff if they manufacture outside the US. He specifically called out India, saying companies won't sell Indian-made products in America without facing hefty tariffs. India's response? They are not putting all their eggs in one basket. Trade deals are progressing with the UK, EU, and New Zealand. The message is clear. India is no longer just a market. It's a manufacturing powerhouse that the world can't ignore. What happens when a Nobel Prize winner refuses to hold elections? Welcome to the Bangladesh political thriller. Mohammed Yunus was supposed to bring stability to Bangladesh. Instead, he turned the country into a political circus. Here's the drama. The army chief wants election by December 2025. 8 political parties are demanding polls by end of the year. But Yunus, he wants to wait till June 2026. Why the delay? Simple, because he knows he will lose. But it gets more interesting. Yunus is now blaming foreign conspiracies. A clear shot at India. He's suggesting that India and Sheikh Hasina are stirring trouble in Dhaka. Meanwhile, the out-state Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, still in India, has made explosive allegations. She claims America wanted control of St. Martin's Island in the Bay of Bengal, and when she refused, they orchestrated her removal. The plot thickens with reports of a rejected humanitarian corridor to Myanmar that the Bangladesh army says violates their sovereignty. The plot thickens with reports of a rejected humanitarian corridor to Myanmar. The Bangladesh army says violates their sovereignty. The bottom line is Bangladesh has become a chessboard for bigger powers, and the ordinary citizens are paying the price. So what have we learned today? Pakistan is learning that losing wars has diplomatic consequences. Their world tour is less about strength and more about desperation. India is proving that economic growth trumps military might. While neighbors struggle, India is becoming impossible to ignore on the world stage. And Bangladesh, it's a reminder that political stability isn't guaranteed, even with international backing. The lesson for Nigeria and Africa: economic strength and political stability are the only currencies that matter in today's world. And that's all for today's edition on the Daily Courier-News Global Update. Please like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.